Thanks on the beat.
Honey.
So if you're anything like me, you have a lot of old synthetic and human hair wigs just laying around stacked up in a closet, and you have absolutely no idea what to do with them. Well, this series is for you. As you can see, I am stocked up and piled up with wigs, and it's out of control. In this series, we're going to figure out which ones we can boil, which ones we can revive, and which ones we'll have to fry, which is throwing it out to the side. Let's start with the curly units, shall we? Stay tuned. Oh, hey, by the way, that's me, Chatney B, and you're on my channel, so be sure to subscribe before you go. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video if it helped you out. Now, this is going to be part 1 series that I have going on, so make sure you turn on that notification button so you're aware of the next parts that are to follow. Today, we're going to put the curly wigs to the test of boil, revive, or fry. So the test that I'm taking is how well it boils, how well we can revive it to its original state, how well it does if we have to put curlers to the actual unit. I have loads and tons of wigs, so I have a lot of videos that I'm going to break down curly hair, loose wave hair, straight hair, and short units as well. So it's going to be very exciting, guys. Please make sure that you stay tuned for the next videos to follow. Also, if you're wondering how I get so many wigs and how I save money on that, stay tuned and make sure you stay to the end of the video so I can show you of an app that I use to get cash back, and also just making free money to be able to pour those back into my wigs so I can bring those to you. So let's get started on the video, shall we? Alright, so at the beginning of the video you saw the state of the units before I started to boil them. They were a hot mess. I picked them out, I picked through them, they're fuzzy, some curls are left in it, but we're going to put it to the test and see how it works. So this unit here is my human curly unit, and you're going to need a pot, some water, and the wig. You're going to turn the stove on high or 9. Do not walk away from the wig, guys. It only takes a little time to put and boil the hair before you would need to go to the next step. So put the hair in the pot, let it boil for no more than 60 seconds at most. Drain it and start to look at the curls. So with this human hair, you can see how the curls are taking it out of the pot. Now here is the synthetic curly unit, and I had to twist it up because the hair was so big, it's like Diana Ross, y'all, that it wouldn't fit in the pot. So I twisted it up, I put it in the pot. Be very careful. As you can see, I'm using one of those little pitchforks that you use to cook with, but it was brand new, hadn't been used, so hey, it'll be in the trash or reserved for the next time I boil my hair. So you need something to not burn your own hands. So I'm just making sure that all the hair is immersed in the water to give it an even consistency and make sure I don't miss out on anything. Now, while I'm waiting to take that out, here is me rinsing the human hair with warm water. It doesn't have to be too hot, doesn't have to be too cold. Just wash it with some conditioner. Could be the cheapest thing in the world, doesn't matter. Make sure you rinse it out pretty good. You do not need to comb a curly unit because that is not going to help the curls stay in the hair. So I'm showing you how the texture looks here. Now going back to the synthetic wig, as you can see, it looks like it has melted together. So it doesn't look so good with boiling as the human hair did. I'm going to run this through the wash one time just like I did the human hair. And I'm not going to use any brushing or comb utensils because we want to keep the curls and see if it reverts back. As you can see, this thing is tangled up. It was poofy and curly before, and it is tragic right now. So we're getting the idea of the hair. Now this is the synthetic unit after I took it from out of washing and boiling it, and I'm just kind of combing my fingers through it just to kind of fluff it out a bit. Here is how it looked afterwards with no drying or anything. That is the texture that it looks like after washing. Now this is the human hair. I did notice that the curls held up more bit here and reverted more there. I'm going to towel dry the unit very lightly, and I'm trying to squish up the curls to see if it takes its shape back. I'm going to blow dry the hair just a bit and shake all the loose ends up in the hair. Again, I want to try and see how much I can preserve from this wig, what reverted back and what stayed the same. So I'm going to crimp and mush up the hair to try and see if I can get its curl pattern back. And I did notice with the human hair, even though there is some dry spots and fluffy spots, it could definitely get and revert back. Now with this curly unit, with the synthetic hair, I'm going to do the same test on it. And it was already, I will say with the synthetic unit, it was really easier to dry. Like it was almost dry by the time I put the blow dryer on it, but it is not reverting back to its original curl pattern whatsoever. Now it is going back to the way that it was before I boiled it. So it was a mess before as far as being poofy in some areas and being curly in some areas, and it revert back to that same way of how it looked before I boiled it. So I'm sure if you don't manipulate the curls too much in the synthetic hair, then it will revert back to that. If you do a lot of manipulating to the wig before you boil it, it's only going to revert back to the state of what you manipulated, if that makes sense. So I'm just trying to style it here and see if we can do anything about it, because with this synthetic wig, it did not do good with boiling. It did not revert back to its original state, only the state of where I manipulated before I boiled it. Now I'm trying to see if I can style it, since there's no need to fry it to put heat on it, because it's a curly unit. So this is how it turns out, guys. And for me, overall rating for this hair, I'm going to have to say trash it. Now here is the state of the human hair wig. As you can see, most of its curls back, it reverted. It also reverted the fuzziness back, but I'm sure if I put some type of moisturizer on it, it will revert all the way back. So I will have to go with the human hair wig before the synthetic. I will keep the human hair and I will trash the synthetic. That's all for this video. If you try boiling and reverting your synthetic curly units or human units, comment down below. Let me know what it did and how it did for you. Before you click off this video, I want to tell you how I actually save and make money for free, literally, and apply those to buying all the wigs that I get. This is the Dosh app. It is free to sign up. You get your first $5 by signing up. You get cash back on your purchases with the card that you link on file, as well as money just to refer people to sign up. All you have to do is hit the link in my description box, sign up for free, connect your bank account, which is free. They don't take anything out of it, and start your way to saving. Get your first $5 and you can refer to as many people as you would like, which gives you money. So I've included some screenshots of my fund so you know it's 100% legit and real. I got $45 real quick out of nowhere just by referring people. Doesn't cost me anything. It cashed into my bank account and I bought some wigs with it. So if you're interested in that link and saving and making money to get more wigs, click that link. I'll see you in the next video. Love you. Let's have a little bit of fun here, guys. Which wigs do you think is up next for the trial? Make an assumption down below. Take a guess down below. Let's see if you're right.